All right, here we are, the Dirty Three from the Dirty E. It's me, Joe Mike, and I got my man Smoke Dog, aka Brian,
What's the deal, everybody?
and we do have our man Cross, the man on the street with 1.5 feet. We'll be talking to him later.
You've been waiting to let that one out.
But you know what? I think I want to start it off today because the ride home today from work. I always come home steaming, Willie beaming. I come home fucking mad because people just can't fucking drive.
Oh, it's brutal.
They stop at yellow lights, blinking yellows. They don't stop at stop signs. I had one guy stop at a green light. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Using his GPS, probably not knowing which direction he's going in.
All I want to do is get home,
Yeah,
have a
it's,
beer, relax.
it's crazy, man.
I don't know what all these people want to be doing. I don't know what they're trying to do.
Catch insurance.
But it seems like they're just trying to get in my way.
Yeah, I agree.
I take it very personal.
They're trying to get in my way, too. I agree with you. That shit is pretty brutal, man.
I drive through Chelsea, and every time I do it, I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't.
Oh, I mean, see, that's a bad ride because the roads are shit in that town.
Yeah.
So it's like you're going through, and then dealing with idiot drivers, and then you're dealing with shitty roads. I mean, you got that big Jeep, so
When I had the Challenger, I wouldn't drive through Chelsea. I went around it.
fuck that, dude. I use my car, bro, and even the SUV. I feel like when I hit potholes, the thing's gonna fall in half. And then driving through Malden, dude. Malden's another city. Not that ever it's any better, but Malden, bro, I swear, every single street in Malden is just fucked
Malden
up.
puts no money to the roads at all. I've even talked to the mayor because he was a big Pokemon fan.
Right, I remember
that?
meeting the guy. I
And
remember
used to
seeing
ask
that
him,
guy
"Why
a few
ain't
times.
roads?"
He's a weird dude, bro. I remember seeing that guy like picking up trash with his bare hands one time, which is like a nice thing for him. Like, yeah, howdy doody. But you're like, dude, where are your city employees?
Yeah, I think he just likes to come off and maybe he really is, but he just likes to come off as a regular person with Malden pride. But he doesn't fix the streets. He builds all these fucking skyscrapers and stuff in Malden Center and everything. Fix the damn streets.
No, the streets are bad, man. All the side roads are fucked up. I mean, they're all
You
brutal.
can say what you want about the Everett mayor or whatnot, but our streets are pretty good,
Well, dude, this.
and for the most part.
You see how they fixed part of Ferry Street, right? They paved it and then dug it all up again to repave it.
Because they fucked up.
I was like, what are these fucking people? And not even that. And then they made the sidewalks bigger around the edges.
Yeah.
Around where the streets and shit intersect with the main. I'm like, what the fuck are these people?
And-
There's not even people walking. People don't walk around anymore. Why are you making the sidewalks big, you fucking idiots?
No one really walks anymore.
It's insane. No one's on the bike. And then you make all these bike lanes for these people.
Oh my God.
You don't see a goddamn person on a bike. You don't see it.
I hate the people on the bike.
You don't
I've
see
hit
it,
4
man.
of them.
No, they're bad.
hate them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've hit 4 people on bikes. They've all got up and walked away. One went over the hood. That was the best one.
Oh my god!
I like that one.
dude.
That was
You know
funny
what
as
scares me, dude, is the fucking scooter guys.
Oh, those guys.
Because I'm
man.
like dealing with those guys in Boston, bro, like driving through the garden and shit, and they're reckless, dude. They're
They're
crazy.
driving between the traffic. I had
No,
one
they're
drive right into me
crazy,
today.
bro.
He's sitting there right next to me in between the lines. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I still haven't seen one like drive through the traffic and smack his head off the fucking mirror yet.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to happen. These kids just think they can fly through. They fly through traffic. And now these scooters, they used to only do like 15, 20, 30. They can be just used on the side streets. But these scooters now are going 65, 75 miles an hour. You see them on Route 1.
Yeah, they're juicing. They're juiced up. It's juiced up scooters, dude. Super scooter.
Fucking Scooter McGavin. There he goes again.
Oh shit.
Oh, I fucking hate dumb people, too. I hate scooter people. And the thing is, too, bro.
We don't hate you. You just gotta chill out, all right? We are accepting of all vehicled people.
I don't really hate you. I just hate you when you're driving recklessly.
We do.
That's all.
We hate you.
You know. I
That's
might.
too low.
One wrong one. Yeah. I might hate them. But also, I got off the topic.
This looks
I had
crazy,
something.
'cause
You
you got
ever
the-
have something on the tip of your tongue and you lose it?
Oh yeah, all
Yeah.
the time. You got the fucking Patriots shit on. I got the Phillies hat on, and I don't care about baseball. It's just a hat. And then you got the goddamn Tkachuk jersey behind us. We just look like three fucking.
Well, Kachuk's from Medford. Actually,
like-
Charlestown.
yeah, he is
He's
Massachusetts.
a local
right?
boy.
That's true.
And this is not his son's shirt.
and
This
it's
is without-
signed. If you
I played
care that
hockey
much.
with him
It's
as
the
a
only
kid.
reason why I accepted that jersey being there.
No, he's Boston. That's Keith Kachuk, senior. I played at Malden Catholic. I played hockey with him, not in Malden Catholic, but when we were younger. And great hockey player, great guy, good family.
Yeah, you used to play hockey, right, Joe?
Well, I played hockey for a long time.
Big stick slinger, this guy over here.
You know? This kid was a big beast, though. I mean, Keith was a beast, and used to take all my might to get him out of there. I had a few tricks up my sleeve to get him out in front of the net because he was just bigger than me. Every now and then I jab my stick into his stomach, may drag a skate to make him fall.
There you go.
Different things.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
And then sometimes you just all out tackle him because that's all you can do.
That's sometimes that's how I felt when I used to play basketball and went and got against guys that were a lot bigger than me.
It's just it's glad to be back. We took a little hiatus. We went up to the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
The cabin was good. It was nice. It just rained a little too much.
It was shitty weather, but we can't control that.
No, and for us, living around where we live,
I had a good time.
Inner city type stuff.
You
it's
guys
nice
were moping around after that first day. I don't know what the fuck happened to either one of you.
I don't know what happened to Cross. Yeah, he didn't feel well that Sunday either. Me, I had something going on. I was like sick.
Yeah, you were fucked up.
I was hurting. I was hurting the next fucking day.
Yeah, how'd that go? You said you were gonna come here and fucking.
The thing is, sometimes you can't. It's just that's what happens. And she stands by me for a lot of stuff, in particular this type of stuff. But she gets mad like every other woman. She gets mad, and she gets mad over things that I don't think she should be. But who am I to tell somebody when to be mad? I'm mad all the fucking time.
Yeah, I hear you.
The stupidest things make me mad.
I get pissy a lot too for nothing. I can admit that, I guess.
I tried anger management, but it made me mad.
Getting raged up. Rage quit anger management.
Fuck you and your goose frabber.
Yeah. Woosah.
But, I'll tell you, though, I've really been spending a day today studying some of these other guys, and I think it's kind of fun. They look so natural at doing the podcast.
That's because they used to be on camera and shit.
Yeah, and used to be on
stage. And even
too.
Bobby Lee, for instance, since, whatever, but that guy's been on TV for fucking 30-something years. Yeah. Doing Mad TV, and then he went from doing Mad TV to...
And he does stand-up still.
A full-time stand-up career. And he's a movie, I wouldn't call him a movie star, but he's in a shitload of movies.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, he's not an A-list celebrity, but he's a celebrity.
I would say he's like a solid C to B. I mean, there's a lot of people who know who BobbyLee is, for sure.
Oh, I knew who he was before the podcast.
Yeah,
and
Mad
I knew
TV.
the redheaded
I remember
guy
him
too.
I know him from Mad TV. That's it. I don't know Santino. Santino I know through podcast shit.
Because I don't know if you saw the movie Ricky Snecky.
No.
With John Cena in it, and that redheaded guy, and fucking, they're hilarious. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
I seen that dude probably on
and he had his own TV. He was on a TV show too.
I don't watch a lot of shit like that.
I don't watch a lot of new TV because a lot of it's terrible.
Oh, you watch those bad fucking movies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, come on, bro. We just watched freaking, what, 11 Jason movies?
Yeah.
12 Jason movies. Voorhees.
Almost.
I mean, if you guys don't know, Friday the 13th, we just spent a weekend watching, I think, like 13 of these terrible movies.
Almost.
They weren't all terrible, and I have to say, part 6 or part 7 was like our favorite.
I don't know about that one. I like the one with that black biker dude and the black chick.
And the black chick, and they got killed in the barn.
Yeah,
right?
Dude, that was probably
Was that part 3 in 3D? Was that the 3D one?
Maybe.
Because that was it, or maybe was it part 2?
No.
Like that early on?
I think it was 3, but it was an early one where Jason first took over for sure. Obviously, because it was only the first movie with the mother, but.
But So, because we're differently thinking in the head that we go up to a campground and decide to watch a horror movie about a psychopath in a hockey mask killing people at the campground. And, because we're wired differently.
It was funny how you approached the situation. You're like, dude, I got this movie you should see. Have you ever heard of these? And I was like, bro, what? Like, what are you talking about? I've seen them all.
And you have to see Crosby's face when I'm talking about that, because he's genuinely scared of these movies.
I guess he doesn't really care for the shitty. He was, I don't know. Whatever,
he went to bed that night when we put it on.
I guess he wasn't feeling well. The guy only drank the first day, right?
And he said he couldn't watch that other one with the clown.
Yeah, and that's not my type of shit neither. I don't want to see that.
I don't know.
Crap.
Maybe I don't know what's scarier, clowns or a guy with a hockey mask with a machete.
I think it's just the I feel like horror movies now, they just try to go too far with the gore. So they're not like fun.
Well,
Like
I
those
think horror
Jason movies, they're
in
like
general
they're goofy.
are always bad actors. It's never.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not getting
no, I
an
know.
Academy Award for a
No,
fucking
you
horror
never
movie.
fucking. I'm not saying that, dude. I'm just saying like the gore factor. Like all they just juice up the blood and like the
Yeah.
graphicness of like the shit. It's like Mortal Kombat. Like think about it this way. Everything's been done in Mortal Kombat. The only thing they can do now is make the graphics better and make the fucking shit more violent, right? Because the graphics are way better than they were in 1991.
Well, you got to understand with horror movies too. I mean, they're so limited by the special effects to make this gore and make this and
Edit
and
that part out.
you know. And now it is. It's not limited anymore. I
told
mean,
the kid.
through AI and through all this other shit, they can make anything look real. You know, but back when Friday the 13th was being made, you can tell. I mean, these people are using household products to make blood, and some of the stuff looks cheesy.
I mean, you ever watch that Netflix documentary about how the movies are made or whatever? You ever see that?
Yeah.
It's pretty good, dude. And
Yeah.
it goes over like the Jason shit and the Freddy shit and what they were doing and how they get the effects and all the
Yeah, and
the
I was surprised
costumes
it was
and
the guys from fucking Dust Till Dawn. Those are the guys. Those were special effects guys for fucking Friday the 13th.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
And then I was like, you gotta be shitting me. And he was telling the different gels and different things he was using to make the blood look real, to this and that. And it was really wild, practical stuff. You would think it'd be some big elaborate thing, and most of the time it wasn't.
Yeah, stupid crap.
You know? I mean,
I think they wanted to use crazy shit like let's get a bunch of pig's blood or whatever. I remember like that part in the documentary.
I would really love, I mean, I'll tell you, the movie that probably had the best cast and actually had good actors would probably be Scream. Scream had good actors. They had good, decent actors. It was decent. It wasn't like most horror films that come out with
man,
shit.
they had a pretty star-studded cast if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
Courtney Cox was on there.
Courtney Cox was in it, and
David-
at her height, David Arquette was
Yeah.
fucking huge.
Jamie Kennedy was in it, wasn't
Respectively, Jamie Kennedy, was he in that
he?
first
He's the
one?
Virgin, right?
Yeah, he was in that first one.
Yeah.
Then they have the other dude there,
And then that kid, they had one of the killers.
the
who was-
killer guy. He's in
yeah.
a bunch of shit. Nev Campbell's in that.
And the girls they had in it, I mean,
Fucking Drew Barrymore, and she dies immediately.
she's the big draw for the movie, right? She dies within the first 15 seconds, and I'm like, oh dear.
They had the what's her name there from Charmed, the blondie there. I forget her name.
Yeah,
Rose,
and then Nev
Rose
Campbell.
McGowan, Nev Campbell is in there.
Yeah. So you're looking at a pretty good cast.
I guess, and for that era, like in shit, I guess so. Yeah,
You
but
know,
they would say this. I
even
mean,
like Henry Winkler made a fucking cameo.
yeah, he was like the principal.
was the principal. He
in
got
that
killed.
movie. Yeah, that's right.
They did a fucking.
Well, they don't even show that though. They just talk about it. They're like, "Oh, he's strung up on the goalpost," if I remember right.
And for some reason,
Strung up on the goalpost.
they said it was the first movie to do that dual killer thing. I'm sitting there racking my head, going in the fucking whatever years of cinematography of making movies, making horror movies, no one decided on the double killer at one point. And we had to wait till 1990.
Oh, I think it was like the throw of that. Because I guess if you haven't,
Scream might have even been in the 2000s, right?
nah, it was early '90s,
90s?
mid to
Yeah.
early,
Yeah.
maybe 95,
Yeah,
96,
90
95, some shit like that.
But it was they called it revolutionary as far as the premise and the concept. But the one thing about it, they kept making more movies, and once you know the concept, they're not as good.
Kinda, yeah, because I guess so.
And I liked the humor in it because they were running down the horror film
Cliches
rules.
and that, and cliches and the
Yeah.
rules and shit. Yeah.
Don't go away by yourself. Don't go downstairs. The virgin always lives, and and they played with some of the other old movies, like you had the janitor wearing the Nightmare on Elm Street sweater.
Yeah, they paid a homage.
Yeah.
Homage.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. But I thought that was just and who was that? Was that Wes? Who wrote that? Was that Wes Craven?
Yeah.
Motherfucker was good. That's why they homaged to fucking Elm Street.
I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, there was never a second killer. In Pinhead, wasn't there more than one killer in the fucking Pinhead movie?
And what Pinhead movie?
In Hellraiser.
Hellraiser. No, it was just that one guy. He's
No.
the main guy.
What about the clicking fucking jaw guy?
Yeah, he might have had some guys working for him.
That
But it
dude.
wasn't that it was a secret.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it would have to be the throw of the story and the writing to be like,
because
oh, I didn't know there was two
the
of them.
whole spoof of the movie was as soon as they show you a character that you think's doing it, then they show someone else you think is doing it because they can pull it off because of the double guys.
I guess. I think it's just because I seen that movie at such an early age, so I'm like, all right, that's like, it is what it is to me.
You know, in a sense, it almost comes off Scooby-Doo-ish.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
You know, and at the end, you know,
Maybe that's kind of what they're going for too. You know, they probably were like, "Fuck it, dude. Let's Scooby Doo this bitch."
you know. So I mean, it was a good movie, but generally, I don't really get into too many horror films as I've gotten older because you just it's tough.
They're usually the same thing, honestly. Every time is like tits, and you're gonna get that, which is fun every time, and
the stuff I like now
you're gonna get a pretty shitty storyline.
Is the mindfuck stuff, like Jacob's Ladder, The Mouth of Madness. You could probably put in there for an old one would be Clockwork Orange, which was just crazy. I mean that's like crazy with the point where you just didn't want to watch it no more. There's some sick things going on in that.
I've heard some wild shit about that movie. I've never actually seen it.
And then Jacob's Ladder was one of the better ones. That was just crazy. And The Mouth of Madness was fairly good too.
For the record, this isn't a horror movie podcast. We're just so happen to be.
It's not a horror. We're just on a team.
Discussing
we went
it for some
camping
reason.
this weekend and it brought it all up because we were watching it.
Everyone's gonna be like, "What are these guys just gonna talk about horror movies all fucking day?"
Yeah. But you know.
Anyway, the Knicks are down 2 games, which is fucking beautiful.
I don't give a fuck if the Knicks win or lose or the Pacers.
I don't want
the.
I'd rather the Pacers get there, and then in the West, I could give a shit less. But I feel like whatever West team gets there, they're probably gonna win it. So
whoever Denver plays is gonna get beat.
No,
Denver's not losing.
For what? Basketball?
Yeah,
they're already out, bro.
They were up 2-0.
It's OKC in Minnesota.
OKC came back and beat them.
Yeah, they're out, and they're up
Shea
2 games.
Gilgeous is fucking unbelievable.
Who?
Shea.
Shea,
I don't know how to say the whole name. I call him Gilgeous.
Okay. Yeah.
But you know what we do at work? They told me, Joe, just call him Shea.
Yeah.
And I said, all right. So I call him Shea, but
Jesus,
no one can pronounce that
You
name.
made me blank on that guy's fucking name because of the crazy fucking way you said that. You know what we got to do, too, as a funny segment, bro? I got to bring up the Pokemon shit just so you can read the characters off again and just butcher the names because
butcher the shit out of
that
them.
alone is a segment, bro.
Bro, some of these guys, man, they come from places I'm not familiar with, and I can't pronounce their names. And
Jesus, I can't even think of his goddamn name now because you fucked me up.
But I just call him Shea, and their center, Chet, that kid, he's nasty. I mean, they traded the kid I like too, the kid from Australia. What was his name?
Adams?
He went to Chicago, I think.
No, what, Adam? Oh, you're talking about Zach Edey.
No. The kid I'm talking about is the
young
white kid
kid
from Australia, Giddy.
Yeah, Giddy. Yeah.
I'm probably butchering that name.
No,
like
Giddy's
his name's
right.
probably Gidday.
No, Josh Giddy, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Fucking kid was awesome, and they got rid of him.
Yeah, he had like pedo allegations, and then they kind of like they got rid of him because of it.
But Shea's going to be the MVP of the league.
He already got it.
Yeah, there you go.
He got it yesterday or whatever.
Unbelievable. But I didn't think he was going to get by Denver. Joker's just such a hard guy to stop.
It's crazy because they have a great team, all-around team, and I don't know what happened there. I mean, they just lost.
They lost it. They won that first championship, and then they just... maybe they're not building enough around them. I don't know. I mean, anything could happen.
It's got to be the Westbrook curse, bro. Westbrook is just a guy who's just fucking destined not to get there, man. As much as I can't stand the guy, which I don't have no real reason to dislike the dude. I think it's just he's such a prick on the court sometimes, and I don't like that shit.
Oh, I love that. That brings me back to when my 80s
but
basketball.
he just does like fake tough guy shit for me sometimes, where he like he'll like initiate a thing, and then he knows that he can talk all the shit in the world, and then you're not going to get that reaction from the guy.
Let me tell you something. He is far from fake tough guy.
Yeah, but
his brothers are all big, giant, Slovakia, whatever country
No,
they're
dude,
from.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Westbrook.
Oh, Westbrook's a punk.
He's a prick, right? But I'm just saying the guy is a Hall of Fame basketball player.
No doubt.
But he's just destined. He's destined to be this generation's Charles Barkley in a sense.
Well, he could be this generation's. I mean,
right? He's got the MVPs. He's played on plenty of great teams. Been in plenty of great situations.
He's averaged a triple double for his career, probably.
I mean, damn near almost.
I mean, there's not Jokic is another one that's averaging a triple double, but he got a championship. Westbrook don't. But Westbrook's always been
And he's been on a lot of loaded teams too, which is crazy.
wicked loaded. I mean, just
Those
to
early-
start OKC
Those
in the
early
beginning,
OKC teams, bro, are so
Harden,
fucking
KD.
stacked, dude. Serge Ibaka, I mean, are you crazy, dude? Like Serge Ibaka, they sleep on him. He was a beast, bro. I mean, he wasn't no like 2010
Didn't
guy.
he go to Houston with Harden too?
James
I
Harden.
mean, they
he
had
played with
Harden on OKC.
again.
That's who they had.
Then
Was
he,
Harden.
I mean, he played with fucking Carmelo, who's another destined fucking loser.
Then he went
Paul
to
George. I mean,
he went to L.A. and they didn't win there.
Clippers. He played with the Clippers. I mean, he's bounced around a lot since getting. I mean, he played for Washington for a season with Bradley Beal. That was a joke.
And the thing is, you would think not winning is just bad luck. It's just bad luck for him because he was a good team player.
Yeah, I mean,
He
the guy
passed the ball,
grabs
this-
rebounds.
everything. He did every little thing.
He just can't shoot, which really kills him. Is he can't really shoot the ball, so no
No,
one thinks.
I
And
mean-
and he's older now, so his explosiveness of getting to the rim isn't
It's a
the
little
same.
harder to get the rim from him because he's not as explosive.
It's
as
not.
he
It's
used to
just
be.
not what it used to look like when he used to just fucking take 2 dribbles from the 3-point line and
Yeah,
dunk on the guy.
yeah.
Fucking bang. I mean, not for nothing, bro. As much as he's a dickhead,
But he was
phenomenal
talented.
fucking athlete, bro.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal athlete.
I mean, his first step was so quick you couldn't. He was already by you.
And he had decent. I mean, he had good
and he
handles.
could-
He wasn't. He
had
wasn't.
decent hand skills.
He wasn't
too.
like fucking the greatest ball handler in the world, but he could you know what it is? It
And
was
he's not the tallest guy either.
Nah, he's got size, dude. He's like 6'4" for a
Yeah,
point
but
guard.
that's not big.
For a point guard, 6'4".
It is, but it isn't. He doesn't play big.
He's
but
big enough
but
to play the 2 in this
all the
league
rebounds he's getting.
because he can
A
attack.
6'4"?
He got
Come
hops,
on.
bro.
He
He can.
plays bigger than he is.
Yeah, for sure. And he's got a lot of heart, which is kind of shocking that he didn't get the ring.
He just had bad luck.
Yeah, I agree.
He
Bad.
gets on a team and you got a bunch of prima donnas. They couldn't in OKC. They couldn't figure out to get those 3 to play together,
No, that's
and it didn't work out. So off they went.
They could have had a nice run.
And he stayed there, showing some kind of solidarity. But
It's
It
kind of
didn't work
crazy.
out.
Like that could be what the Celtics do in the sense, but we got the championship, and now like this year, it seems like we might blow up that nucleus of like the team, which kind of would suck because I mean we're again right there. We just got to come back through the Tatum shit. It's not like we're not going to be in the playoffs next year.
no, they're gonna be. in
And
the-
even if we're an
yeah.
8th seed, bro, listen, if we play together in an 8th seed and we can expect Jason Tatum back in the play or a 7th seed, come on, man.
Oh, we're gonna knock somebody off.
And we're going to win games, bro. We're going to win games.
That's why I was telling Crosby the Celtics shouldn't panic. They have a good team now. They're probably going. I don't know how they signed Pajingas.
I think they move on from
I think they
Porzingis.
move on from him and Drew Holiday.
I think Holiday's out also.
I hope that Pritchard, but he's not going to ask for big money. That's easy to stay. He's a fan favorite 6-man, but they always get rid of those guys. But they don't need to panic and move up in some stupid draft to do anything. And
That'd be cool if we got that flag kid, but it is
so
what it is.
Crosby texted me this morning with the Cooper flag thing, and now it's Philadelphia sending all their bums to fucking Dallas for the fucking thing, and I said, Cros, that's exactly what that lady wants. Is because he goes, Joel Embiid, he's not a bum. I'm like, he's not a bum, bro. He doesn't play.
Yeah,
And he's
he
going to
is.
get knee replacement surgery in the off season. And I said,
don't know
but that
what to
lady
expect
will
from that
take
guy.
him for a Cooper flag because she doesn't want to build a team.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know about Cooper Flag being. I mean, we saw Zion, and that's a bust. Cooper Flag.
I wouldn't say
I
Zion's a
think Cooper
bust.
Flag.
Zion's just got to lose the
weight.
weight.
If Cooper Flag wasn't white, if Cooper Flag was a brother from fucking Dorchester instead of fucking the white cornbread dude from Maine, I don't think he'd be as big a deal because it's more common.
Maybe, yeah, I guess.
I think he gets a lot of hype. It's the same thing with now. Caitlin Clark has already proved herself, but she got a lot of hype, and they hate her now because of the fact that she's getting hype because she's doing well and white.
You know what I think it is, bro? I think
It's racist.
I think it's this. Well, you don't. I hate to say this. So you're not on the internet as much as I am, right? So there's a lot of these like fake looking accounts that will, or like even just people that are just racist people in general will just poke and push that narrative all the time.
Yeah.
That the race
They're
agenda.
looking for that narrative. in
And
fact.
it comes from both sides. Because I just you'll see like a guy, bro, with no followers. he follows fucking 5 million people, or not literally 5 million, but he follows like fucking 6,000 people with 0 followers or all bot followers or whatever. And then you see him just saying racist shit all day on like Twitter.
Yeah.
And
he's
you're
just
like, what
sitting
the
there
fuck?
in his mom's house in his underwear drinking fucking Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah, he's like,
and he's
what can
making comments about things that he doesn't even know about, never played basketball in his
What
life.
can I stir up today?
I can stir it up.
How can
Mom
I?
will be proud.
What kind of racist fucking agenda can I put out there
But
today?
then there's fucking people like Cheryl Swoops who needs to stop it.
Oh yeah, she was saying
she
stupid
needs
shit
to
too.
fucking
I guess
stop
I don't
it.
really. I don't follow any. I don't watch ESPN, so I don't know what they're saying on there.
I get it on the click feeds in my
I don't watch
Facebook
anything I see that's coming
because
from
I have a lot
ESPN.
of sports on my stuff.
I
So
refuse.
that's my algorithm.
Ugh.
You know. So, and I see a lot of Caitlin Clark clips. The girl is a phenomenal ball player, and they should be rallying around her and building everything up around her and build this league into something of profitability because it hasn't made a profit since its inception. And the NBA is definitely fucking paying for it all. And because of Caitlin Clark, these girls are on flights, chartered flights. They've been taking buses like the fucking D League in baseball. I mean, but it's because of Clinton. But every chance they get,
There's a lot of them that are doing big shit.
Bro, 50% of the fouls, flagrant fouls, in the league. No, 17. They had 17% flagrant fouls, and 50% of them were against Caitlin Clark.
Probably.
And 50%. That 50%.
That was on her rookie season, though.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of her, and they're still doing it this season. They've only had a couple games.
I haven't seen I seen like a couple hard fouls that she gave.
And the other
then
thing too
against
is
the other
they're
girl
letting these girls hit her without calling fouls too.
Sometimes
I've watched a few times where this girl's hand checking the shit out of her, grabbing her by her
You know
arm.
what you're
and they didn't
doing,
call
bro?
it.
I see what you're seeing, what everyone's seeing, but you're getting sucked into the shit that some of these other people are getting sucked into.
No, I don't get sucked into all
I'm
that.
just saying the
I'm just
clickbait
reading,
stuff.
I'm an athlete. I know how it's played.
No, I get it, bro. Believe me, I
And
see it. I see it too.
I
see
do.
it.
And as a referee, yeah, sometimes you want to let them play, but you can't let them go too far. When
Nah,
they're
you
grabbing
gotta,
your
dude.
arm,
You got to let these girls play like how the dudes used to play in the '80s. That'll
Yeah.
get people watching.
yeah, and they called fouls on all that shit, but people still did it. But now we're not in the '80s, and they call
they gotta-
fouls a lot quicker, and they're not doing it for Clayton Clark because the league's not behind her either, which is fucking weird.
Doesn't seem that way, no. It's
mean,
it's because
Was that a USA snub last year too?
No, it won't happen again. I guarantee that.
That was stupid.
Well, the other girl didn't get in there, right?
No,
Angel-
she didn't either, but Caitlin Clark should have been. She's the best thing for basketball. She builds your program. You got to have her in everything.
Yeah, she's the best shooter on the
Girls
court.
basketball. She brought girls college basketball to light. See, up here we're kind of into girls because of UConn.
Yeah, a little bit.
UConn's
I guess.
always been successful.
Yeah.
Girls basketball team. So we've always been kind of into it. But elsewhere, that girl brought girls basketball into the light, and what she's doing for the WNBA, she's selling out
I mean,
NBA arenas.
she's putting eyes on the game, and even like I can say the other girl is, but she's doing it in like a bad way.
Yeah, in a
kinda.
bad way. And she's
Unfortunately, I
bro,
don't
stop
even-
throwing up 18 fucking layups. Learn how to fucking square your body up, fucking put the ball
or not even
or
that.
pass it.
Learn how to pass out of
Yeah,
an offensive
that's a
rebound.
good
You
point.
fucking ball hog.
I mean, when she grabs the ball, she double dribbles like 85
Dude,
times.
she takes like
travels.
4 steps in the paint. She throws an elbow. I mean, I don't care. I see. I just.
And
She's
I'm
a,
not saying this
You know why that girl is getting so much praise and not for nothing is
because of Clayton Clark.
it's not even that. She's
That
her
rivalry.
She's her Magic Johnson in that
Yeah.
sense, right? But she's
it's not really that
she's
comparable.
I mean, good for her, dude. She
Yeah.
broke the all-time record for fucking offensive rebounds. Whoop-de-doo.
They were fucking from her own shots.
I'm just listen. That's all I'm saying is that everyone's like, she's the greatest rebounder the league's ever seen. Yeah, this is why.
Because, yeah, if you throw up 30 bricks a game
And I don't know.
and
if,
you grab 18
I mean,
of your
are they
own
not?
bricks.
Do they not have the self-pass rule in the WNBA?
They do, and she's been called on it. So think about how many more rebounds she has.
She's airballing the
Yeah,
ball
she airballs.
1 foot in front of the rim, and she's how tall? 6'5", 6'4", 6'6",
And
whatever.
they
she
call
is.
it. They call that one. I've seen it.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
and then
and she's
and,
horrible,
and then
bro.
there was.
Because you know how she throws up her layups down low?
I watched. I've
It's
seen
horrible.
it.
She
I've
just does
seen a
this.
lot of clips of her. Yeah, she keeps
like
her
a
head
blind
down.
man.
Yeah, she's alligator arming a lot. And there was one clip I seen of her. I think this is from this year, where the girl blocked her like 4 times in a row.
And honestly,
was
bro,
like,
I don't
what
think
the
she
fuck?
knows basketball. I think every time she gets that ball, she thinks the clock's still the same. She doesn't realize the fucking clock resets. She just throws it right back up.
Yeah,
The clock
I
resets.
don't know.
Pass it out, you
I don't
fucking meatball.
understand. I don't understand it.
And we're not a sports show either, but we just like getting excited about it.
We're an everything show.
Yeah.
We talk about everything.
Pretty soon we're
Oh,
going
let
to be
me show
talking
you that-
about dicks.
Let me show you. Nowhere we know.
You see how he got excited?
Is my phone set up to this thing? Is that thing on?
Yeah, it's on, bro. Your phone just automatically gets. I couldn't set up to that thing for the fucking life of me.
I couldn't. BT. I think that's it. Maybe this micro. Is this thing on? This
Yeah.
one?
Hold on, gotta put the volume up
Yeah,
on
go ahead. Fuck with the volume. I want to show you this video.
Wait, this ain't something we can't have on here,
No,
is
it's
it?
fine, dude.
Peek. Sneak peek.
This is that video I was telling you about.
I want to be ninja. Oh my god.
That redheaded guy shows that to Bobby Lee.
So this is a white girl that wants to be.
I don't know if this is.
That's straight out of the movie White Girls.
This must be like the music video.
I shut my Murphy.
Wait for it.
Are the people in
Just
it?
wait for it. She's doing this shit at like a wedding, bro.
You know what? Maybe.
Is she saying ninja? Watching this video, we can tell who's singing it. But if you didn't know,
Look at just the one Asian girl that's in the front row, just watching her, not blinking.
not blinking at all. I watched that.
She's dead staring at her, bro. Like, is this bitch serious?
Like she's not clapping. She's not happy about it. She
She's doing
looks
this-
indifferent.
This is at like someone's yacht club.
Like, and they're proud, silent people. So she's really mad in silence. Like she wants to rip this girl's head off.
She probably poisoned her.
Yeah, it's like she's gonna slip her a Mickey
Hold on,
and
hold
take her
on.
home. and
You're
do
missing
that
all
thing.
the. You're missing all.
Guys, you know
Watch that shit. She does it at her, bro.
I gonna chop.
Chop, chop.
She like chops at the Chinese girl, dude, or whatever she is, dude. This shit's crazy, bro. That's a real video and real. That's a real.
Like that's a real music video.
That's a real. Just this woman did this, and that's him watching the video on the show. I'll send you this
Like,
clip so you
is
can watch
she
it.
at somebody's wedding and she decided to sing
I don't
that?
know.
Is that like a real video like that?
But 11 million views, yeah, 4 years ago.
Of
Wow.
course, there's 11 million views. It's a white girl going, "I want to be ninja," and
singing
karate
was a
chopping a freaking Asian lady.
Dude,
No
it's
wonder
the best
Bobby
vid-
Lee was mad.
It's the funniest fucking video I've probably ever seen in my life, minus the two Indian guys fighting, arguing. You ever seen that? The two Indian guys yelling at each other? I
No,
want
I
to
don't
fuck you,
know.
bloody. You ever seen that
I
one?
don't know
I'll
if I've
fuck you,
seen it.
bloody.
I
Oh
don't know.
man, we could be a fucking clip show too, for Christ's sake. Dude, that video's a masterpiece.
But you know, if we go on 4, we can put up video, and it'll go. And we can split the screen.
Yeah,
and
here
stuff.
you go. Shh. This is a minute video, so bear with me.
I gotta watch a minute of this shit.
Then you go to hill and go down.
Why you get
Okay,
fried,
yes,
man?
why? Are you crazy?
You're fucking
Because
paranoid,
you are
man.
fucking, you are fucking.
You fucking
Can't even
fuck
understand
you,
each
bloody,
other.
You bloody, you bloody bastard, bitch.
You
fuck you,
bastard,
fuck
you.
you.
This
Bloody
video
fuck you,
promotes
bloody,
racial stereotype. Is he gonna shoot him?
You fucking bloody bastard.
I think they're in England.
Bastard.
It's like two New
Fucking
York
running like
cabbies
crazy, eh?
arguing.
It's crazy because they're like two Indian guys, right? And they're in England.
Well, there's a
Indian
lot of
guys
Indian
in
guys in
England, and when they're screaming at each other like they don't know English, they only know curse words in English. So he's like, "Fuck you, fuck
Yeah,
you."
but they probably do because I don't know. I mean, but they
Well,
send
this-
a lot of.
I've
they
I've
go to school
listened.
there a lot in England.
Well, no, there's a lot of Indians.
They
That
got a lot
live.
of-
They made a
yeah.
fucking movie about an Indian family bending it like Beckham out there, whatever the hell that one was. The
Yeah,
Indian
what
girl,
the hell was I watching?
Indian
Something
bend it
that.
like Beckham.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of things with that.
No, but anyway, so I've analyzed that video thoroughly. Believe me, at this point in my
'Cause
life. But
you don't want to stay in India, man. It's fucking hot.
well,
It's
yeah,
worse than Africa hot.
It's pretty. It's hot, and then they shit everywhere on the roads. I mean, it's pretty gnarly out there. It's
Yeah,
pretty gross.
It's pretty.
I don't want to talk about India because I could say
Neither
some
do I.
really foul things about that.
Especially because I've never been there, and I don't want to disparage some place.
I mean,
that
I've
never
just
been.
heard a lot of dark shit about that place, and
But I think I mean they got a lot of beautiful things too, and they worship the cow.
I think
Not
though,
all
you
of
know
them.
what's crazy,
They have
dude?
a lot of Hindu, Muslim.
The women, those Indian women, man,
yeah,
the ones that are like, you know,
I tell you, I hear the food is good.
I've had Indian food a bunch of times.
Have you?
When I was a kid,
I've had a curry, but
when I
over
was a
here it's
kid,
not
I grew
really
up with
the same.
there was an Indian kid that lived down the street from us, and he was out there on the corner chilling or hanging out with us on the block, and his family was pretty open, and I hung out with the kid all the time. His family invited me in, fed me a few times, and I liked all that shit, whatever. And when I used to work at Panera Bread, the general manager guy, he was Indian. So when we had like the company meetings, like quarterly company fucking meetings or whatever, we that guy would bring in food and they had like in the spicy shit, and I love spicy shit. And it's like spicy chicken, whatever. And I was like, oh bro, keep bringing that. And he had like spicy shrimp. That was like the only one eating it, me and him, and that no one likes seafoods. I was like,
I'm going to tell you, I'm glad you brought up the spicy shit because a lot of people do a lot of these podcasts sitting around talking, and then they bring in something like a spicy hot pepper and see how we would react if
Oh, I'm not
biting
doing
into
that
it.
shit. I don't want to be sweaty.
You're gonna be sweaty, kid.
I don't want to do that, dude.
Maybe put you in a freezer.
I don't want to
know
be,
what to tell
especially
you.
in this room. If it was like air conditioning in here, I'd think about it. But I'll have to take my sweater off, and I'm not doing all that.
No, I mean me. I'm not a hot pepper guy. So,
Like what?
salad.
Like anything hotter than what? Like a jalapeno? Jalapenos aren't hot.
No, so it depends. If you catch a nice jalapeno with all the seeds in it, it's hot as fuck.
I mean,
But I mean, generally, it's not that hot. I mean, when you talk about
I've never ate like a full one.
rancho chilies, something like that. I mean, but
Oh, yeah,
I'm
the
talking
crazy
about
shit.
like
Pepper, whatever the fucking one.
a habanero, which I couldn't even handle, and that's not even near the hottest end of the spectrum. When you get into those Carolina Reapers,
Oh yeah, that's.
all
I
that
remember that
stuff.
shit like killed somebody one time.
well, you know what it is you see a lot of videos of people doing that, and I'm not saying we do that,
I'm all
but I
set.
think we should
Mike
get
can.
into.
Mike would. That'd be funny to watch Mike do it.
Oh,
we should
Mike
just
can't
make
handle
Mike the
spice,
guinea pig.
man. That might kill him. Might grow a foot from it.
Hey, I might be doing him a favor.
Maybe that's when he gets all hammered and he turns the corner and hits the switch. We hit him with a chili pepper in his mouth.
Oh my
Can't be
God.
drunk with a chili pepper. No, he'll probably puke all over the room.
Oh well, we have to do it outside.
Yeah, definitely in a barrel or whatever.
Just do
Line
it
him
out.
in
Yeah,
plastic.
do it in the driveway.
Yeah, line him with plastic.
Go down like a sack of shit.
Make him dress up like Doc Brown and fucking Back to the Future 1 with the uranium.
Oh my God.
But I mean, I see a lot of stuff. Like, know what else has been going around? Well, it's probably been around a million times, but
AIDS?
I've seen it on multiple shows where the people buying the smelling salts,
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to try that kind of.
and I just fucking doused this whole beer on me making hand gestures.
I wouldn't want to like do it like. I mean, I don't know.
I've actually smelt them before.
Like I would like. All right, for instance, when we did that wood stacking the other day on the weekend, when that guy dropped the wood, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's just bust out like a shitload of this," and I was giving it to both you guys. Like if I did like a fucking zip of that shit, dude, that smelling salts, bro, I would have stacked that wood by myself.
You would have just been going, how do I get this smell out of my nose?
Probably because I've never done it, so I wouldn't like. I don't know how it.
I've done it because back in the days, coaches and stuff would have that stuff on in the case of player gets knocked out on the ice or gets whatever. And they'll go over there and they'll snap it on you, and woof, and I'll tell you, it gets you there. You're up, and you're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it's like when that lady fucking in Pulp Fiction ODs and he hits her with the old "How you doing?" Bow, and
Yeah.
you're like, "Woo!"
Just like that. And it's just, and I've been seeing a lot of different podcasts and shows that they're doing that, and I was like, well, that's an interesting thing because the average person has probably never had.
No, I've
smelling
never
salts.
tried it, and I've never done it before.
I mean, it's big in boxing.
Yeah, fighting in
You know,
general.
they
yeah.
get you when you're all punk drunk. They wake you up in the corner, and they get. Ooh, you
Are
see
they,
his
even,
eyes
are
light
they
up?
allowed to do that shit now?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
I didn't
probably
know
still
that.
do it.
You should probably do that every
They
fuck-
probably have some better,
every round.
Yeah.
Wake up!
I don't think Mike Tyson needed it. His
What's going on with
opponents
the
probably
camera?
did.
Camera's kind of tripping. You see that?
Yeah, I'm noticing it. That's all stuff where I might be hitting the volume too high, and I think
Well,
it's
is
going.
it that, or is it me when I tap? Was it-
What else it could be?
I noticed my foot
is-
tapping coming through the mic.
They're
today.
just making it so that you upgrade, which
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fine with. Riverside's been again. I want to take the time out right now, and I'm going to give a big shout out to Riverside. None of the things we've been doing here is possible without them.
Damn, we've already been
and
going for 40 minutes. Holy shit!
It's
crazy
going to
how
get really
quick that
good
shit
from
goes.
here, and we are going to upgrade with them.
We're only
They have
going to
good
get better,
prices.
people. This is the first fucking show
Because this is the first time you've seen ourselves.
on camera. Yeah,
While we were-
it's a little distracting, and
It's wicked distracting.
you know what we could do, which would make it even worse, is eventually if we ever go live, because you know how they have like the chats.
Yeah.
Well, we wouldn't have a lot of people in the chat, but it would help us carry the show with people in the chat.
Yeah.
And then we could put the chat on your TV.
Yeah, we can put it right on the TV.
Why not? Yeah, we should be able to get an
Yeah.
HDMI, boom and boom.
No, I can go right to the. That's what the video switch is going to do. We can put it on everything on the. But the reason why I like it on the computer,
or
here-
any other monitor that we get when
Yeah,
'cause
we'll be
this
able to
isn't-
do that.
Also, people, I know this is such an amazing backdrop we have, but don't get comfortable with it because this isn't permanent.
Look at you got two guys from the hood that are building a podcast. I'm sorry, three guys from the hood. We're building a podcast.
Yeah, see, we're the dirty three, but unfortunately, the third guy,
we can't fit them in.
we couldn't fit him in the tiny space that we have here, and he should be on the microphone with us, but he's not, unfortunately,
Yeah.
because
He's on the street. He's on the ground. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, he's out there.
But
we are a trio, unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, but some of the time, it won't always be all three of us.
and
But it'll always most likely be me and him.
for all you mathematic fans, we're just a fraction, 2/3.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but it just, I mean, we are there are three
And
of us.
This Keith Kachuk is not going to be our whole.
He's our
backup.
third.
Right now, we're in between places
Live with
to
Keith
do
the
it.
Chuck. How you doing, Keith?
We don't have a studio.
We don't even know Keith.
I actually know Keith.
He
But
knows
that's not
Keith.
like-
I don't know Keith.
But it's not like I can call him up and go, "Yo, Keith, I'm coming over," and he don't know me like that.
Keith.
We grew up together.
Call my man Joe. You guys got some reminiscing to do.
Oh man, he was a good hockey player. He was. I couldn't even call him a friend. We played hockey together. This is a humble beginnings. You know, every podcast, every story has a beginning, and then oftentimes they're not pretty.
Like
This
us,
is
as you
definitely
can
not
see.
pretty.
We're two ugly motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Also,
And this is what we're working with. I mean, in fact, if we took off our hats, you can call us the Baldies.
the dirty bald guys.
You know, we can fly high because we're like bald eagles.
Yeah. You ever see? I don't want to.
But we're trying
Remember
to
the,
put something together.
Remember the episode, dude, of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they fucking do the thing for the troops, the wrestling
wrestling,
event,
yeah.
and
Roddy
then they come
Piper
out
is the
with that,
fucking-
and they come out with the Eagle song,
With-
stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap, stomp, clap, stomp, stomp, clap.
Yeah. It's almost like Queen with their fucking big song with that, and they
Bro,
had the
that
painted
shit
on
is
abs.
so fucking funny.
Frank
the
come out
stupid
as
song.
the trash can.
Oh, dude, and he busts fucking cricket in the mouth.
Cricket always gets killed, man.
Dude.
But he played a great part in that, though. He was
He's-
throwing sand at him.
Oh yeah, the terrorist, the homeless terrorist or whatever. He's like,
And
yeah,
they got season 17 going off this summer.
Yeah, they're
That's
gonna
what I
do it
heard.
up
I'm looking forward to that.
right out of the jug.
Mm.
No class, this guy.
You got to also know a thing about us, too. We like to drink. You know, and we like to have a few beers.
Listen,
and
we're some,
tell you what we
we're
think.
some fucking Boston
You know?
guys, kid. All right.
The only reason we're doing the podcast stuff is because we think you people need to hear what we got to say.
And I'm wearing the Phillies hat because my kid played for the Phillies, so I bought the hat, and
Yeah,
I was having
normally
a bad
he
hair
would-
day.
He would get beat up going down the street with that hat, but it's dark out.
No one cares.
Someone should beat him up for wearing it. I don't know what he was thinking. You
I
notice
I
got
had
the
a nice
B.
Red Sox hat, but I fucked it up when I bent it, so
And,
I ended up hating it. So
Bro,
then I
you
got
Pats
rid of it.
fans, you know what I'm wearing here.
That's ugly. Doesn't even make sense. What
Oh, and let's bring out something
Was
else.
that
Let's-
51?
Let's talk about the elephant in the
since
room.
it's backwards? Is that number 51? Who's that? Mayo?
Oh, come on.
Is that
kid.
homage
you know
to
it's
Mayo?
number 12, bro. You can read this fucking difference.
It's backwards, dude. They don't know.
Yeah, it's backwards to us, but not to them. They can read it out. But you're still going to be
Okay,
a
I wonder if
poor,
we could. I
lackey
wonder if
Denver
we could
fan.
flip the camera and make it so it's right. You know what I'm saying? So it reads that it's flipped.
No, the jersey's crooked. The camera's straight.
No, I'm saying like that we could. I wonder if that's like a thing where you could flip the camera. Because I mean,
As soon as I get a USB cord that I can use that doesn't
that-
give me
yeah.
a scramble
and then,
feed.
see, that's crazy that we.
And dude,
You know what's wild, bro? We're
bet you
doing it
there's
from
screw-
so far away before. It actually looks better a little more close up.
you like this better? I think I like it
I
better
just don't
too.
like it because if I want to leave the room, I'm gonna have to fucking climb over the shit at this
Yeah,
point.
I know.
But
But the fact of the matter
I
is
was
they're
smart
right
and I
in
took a
on
leak
us.
before we
I
started.
like this better. I think I like this better too.
Well, we can't do it
Because
with.
before it looked like we were doing a podcast but at the end of a long hallway.
Yeah. Well, I didn't remember. I don't really remember watching the other ones, but
And I'm definitely more comfortable at this close proximity and the other thing the camera behind here is a good idea because your eyes attract to this screen because you're looking at yourself. But
A
the
little
camera
bit.
doesn't pick it up because the camera's in the middle. So it thinks you're looking at it. When I put the camera over here, bro,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
all it showed was me looking over here. I looked like some cockeyed bastard.
he is cockeyed.
No, I just like cock. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, but I mean, look, I can tell you one thing: our content is completely different than anything else. We're just talking. We're not scripted. We're not sports. We're not movies. We're not radio. We're not anything. You can't pigeonhole us.
Nothing. We're
But-
nothing. Okay.
And don't take us serious
Take me serious, please.
No, don't take him serious.
No, don't take me
Because
serious.
it's all a bunch of fucking tomfoolery and good old fashioned
Hootenanny.
shenanigans.
What
I
are they?
love
What
that.
else? Jingle jangle.
And as soon as we get Cross, you're going to hear us talk about him a lot. That's the third member of the Dirty Three.
Yeah, he's a big fella. Once you see him on camera, he's gonna
He's going to bring back a flashback memory of Frankenstein and shit. He got
yeah,
his flat head.
he might set someone's PTSD off when they seen
we
fucking
love him. And, you know,
Frankenstein.
one of the episodes we're going to show you his foot.
Holy no, the fuck. Well, we could put that on the internet. People would like that, but they've seen it. I mean, you could
Yeah.
see a guy's fucking
It's a
house.
success story. We're going to put
You
it
could.
out there.
No, I don't know about that. I love the guy.
I don't think he'll like it, but because the thing with Cross, right, and this is I'm going to say something really honest, is the fact that he's a wicked private dude. He's not even on Facebook. He's not on
I know he's never.
any social media.
I tried to get him to make it, and I put it out there, but he just won't do
and
it.
and now he wants to be out on a podcast that puts it out there completely.
Yeah.
It's against his character, and I think that's what's going to make it funny when we can get him in the room.
You just got to get him to be fucking natural. That's it. Because once he's like being natural and not being like super quiet and weird and
No,
reserved,
he got weird.
But, 'cause, like even this weekend, like he was being fucking weird and quiet and reserved and
But
just
that's
kind of.
fine because we can we can make fun of that, and it'll be funny. And I think he'll just start to.
You got to burn that fucking Sean Merriman jersey before I do one of these days.
I think maybe Cross, what we do is just don't tell him we're filming and just sit here and talk one night and bullshit. Well, wherever we have it, and just say, look, we're not running anything tonight. We're just going to sit and talk. And I think, and then you secretly record that.
I mean,
shit.
I think we fucked up this weekend by not trying to do nothing. But I know why we didn't do nothing. And I get why we didn't do nothing. But we fucked up by not getting him. We fucked up by not getting him on camera again.
Yeah.
To let him, and even just to have it and to see himself and try.
The rain dampened a lot of it.
The rain and like the setup, like I wouldn't want you to, and then I feel like too, just cleaning all that shit up too, and then packing that shit. When you felt like shit, Mike felt like shit. I'd be like, ugh.
I wanted to do it Sunday, right?
And I felt like you might have would have wanted to leave it. You're like,
but
I
Sunday
fucking-
started raining early, and I thought we could get in some video time and unwrap all the stuff. Do a
You guys look like death, bro. I mean, if
Oh, I was
anything, I
hurting.
was all fucking perked up and good to go, but you guys are like fucking. You were white as a ghost. He was fucking moping and dying too. I'm like, oh.
Bro, I was like, I never felt so fucking awful. I was short of breath, everything, man. I don't know what was hitting me.
You got the COVID, kid.
No, I probably got the COVID, baby.
He's got the COVID.
Oh.
Watch
You
out.
know
we
what
shouldn't
cures COVID?
dick. No, I'm just kidding.
Lots of it.
Penis.
I just couldn't find any. Couldn't find any penis in the fucking wilderness.
Penis. Ladies.
Tiny penis
Yeah.
in my ass. You know that old children's song. Excuse me, folks.
Followed by the hit, The Priest Touched Me.
But what I love about this, and we're going to get on this, I mean, we're still recording at 50 minutes. We're going to lose battery power at some point over here, and it usually runs about an hour. But we can get a good hour on, and we can then we can put little thumbnails, clips, all this other stuff.
I don't know if
can
we
do.
have clips. We have a little bit of clips. We didn't,
I've got some clips of myself.
we just shot a bunch of random ideas out there, which isn't a bad thing, because
Well,
that's
yeah.
what this is. But we didn't.
I think we can break down some clips from what we got right here today, and I think I can put it out there. And I tell you what, I wouldn't mind uploading this whole fucking thing.
I'd be cool with that.
I don't think we said any. I mean, we might have said some things offensive, but again, like I said, we don't
No, we
mean
didn't say
that.
nothing bad.
We're just two guys. But you know, are we professional
Did we
comedians?
say
By no
something bad?
means.
I didn't say anything bad.
I might have. I mean, I called the two Hindu guys freaking cab drivers in New York, and I just said it again. I just can't help myself.
I mean, you're not far off. He was an Uber driver with the guy. He was Uber.
Oh, okay. So
He was
that's
because
what I got out
if,
of it.
I've listened and watched this
I
video.
thought it was two cab drivers arguing.
So no, it's one guy. He's driving a dude somewhere because he's an Uber or whatever.
So it was one Indian guy
in the
driving
car,
another.
I think he's just an English guy because he has like a regular English guy voice. But he's arguing with a dude who seemed like he was crossing the street, and then the guy like must have banged like a right on red or a left on red or whatever the situation is in those roads and how it works.
Yeah,
and he must have almost clipped the guy, and then the guy had to stop for some reason.
So that was a road rage episode.
Road rage engine. So the
Oh.
guy had to stop. For some reason, whether it was a stop sign
for-
or he just stopped to fucking yell at the guy.
So for some reason, I thought it was two cabbies going down.
No, so right, so the guy's screaming and he's like, He goes,
but they're swearing.
fuck you, bloody,
Yeah,
fuck
and the
you, fuck you.
English.
But it's like London
Yeah.
British talk.
It's in a
But it's
London.
it's like two children when they first learn how to
Bro.
curse. Remember when you were a kid and you
no, I
started
can
cursing
remember
for the
in
first
Canada,
time?
bro. I went to Canada. I used to always go to Montreal for hockey.
Yeah.
And when I got older, and I was like, I said to my buddy, I'm over 21 now, and I said, let's go up to Montreal for the fucking weekend, have a good time. So we go up to Montreal, this and that. We're at the strip joint. I said, I got to leave and get more money at the fucking hotel. I'll be right back. So I'm walking back, and there's this French black guy comes up to me, and he's like, what are you, he's speaking French. And
Name
then,
is Jacques.
but he's like, Francais, fuck, and he's speaking French, but every swear word is in English.
Nice.
It's the same fucking thing, and I'm sitting here going, you sound kind of mad. Oh, that's something
Whatever.
else.
Okay, just
No big deal. He sounds kind of mad, but I was like, but he's doing flim, 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 fuck, flim, 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 shit.
I don't. He's speaking French. He's not saying flan.
No, I don't know French, although I do know a little voulez-vous. That's it.
Voulez-vous?
Oh, a Khalil El-Til?
Un.
No.
You don't know how to count to three?
Un, deux, trois.
Un, deux, trois.
Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, seize.
I don't know the other
Yeah,
ones.
I know a little bit. I took it.
I
I
only know
took it
three.
in high school because I thought I can talk to French women in Canada, and it turned out when I talked to French women in Canada, they told me in English I don't speak English.
Oh, because of the Boston accent?
Yeah, they just know because they hate people from Boston. Actually, it's a Montreal-Boston thing. Like if I was from Chicago, they probably would have blew
that
me.
makes sense. Okay.
But I wasn't from. I was
get it.
Boston.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
And I said, hi, how you doing? And the girl goes, I don't speak English. And I said, what the fuck was that then? And I'll never forget it. We were in a nice French bakery. I don't know why we were in a French fucking bakery. We're taking in the culture. I mean, all we did was drink and fucking go to strip joints up there.
But you had to do something respectable, so that's why they went to the French bakery.
I'll tell you, for all you people, if you've never been to Montreal,
Don't go,
you
because you're going
have
to
to go.
and learn how to
and
speak
I
French.
guarantee you, the same strip joints that I went to are still fucking there 20 fucking years later.
And the same women.
No, they ain't grandma ain't there, bro.
They're there.
No, they don't do that, bro. They
They're
bring in
on.
the young talent.
I don't
And
think
up
so.
there, it's fully nude, and they do fucking tricks. Oh, yeah. They put on a show, bro. It ain't like here where they just fucking stand up and shake their titties and go, I go to college, baby money.
Well, that's like, it's a different country, so they're allowed to get away with a little different shit, right?
Yeah, and then you got we had a,
That's what they say is like only Americans
we had
are
a
like, oh,
lesbian show in the back room where they put out a towel, they get on the table, the two girls go at it, and one of them looked like the French tennis player, Poroskova or something like that. One of them Russian girls.
Konnikova.
Cornucopia. I don't know who it was. Could have
I
been
mean,
Pavel Bure. It was.
What the fuck is
But
wrong with you?
I don't know what's wrong with me. But either way, it was a couple of Russian people going at it, and my buddy, who was drinking pretty hard, who couldn't keep his head up, actually fell right into the girls and landed fucking nose first, right into that fucking snapper. Boom. And the fucking bouncers couldn't come over quick enough. They grabbed him, and I was like, no, you didn't mean to touch her. We was drunk. Because they throw you down the
Oh,
stairs.
they'll
out
fuck you up,
Oh,
yeah, for sure. The Canadian guy, he'll be
Yeah.
like, oi,
And these guys are big, and they got him.
hey, mate. I
And,
don't know why
and the
I'm
girl
giving him
was
a
real
British
nice
accent.
about it. The girl goes, no, he's just fucked up.
I'm from Canada,
Yeah.
yeah,
He's like,
isn't it?
and it looked like he was trying to get a sniff, but he just fucking, his head passed out, right where her legs were right open, nose right in the snapper,
It's about time you checked out.
And we're sitting there, me and my buddy, I'm like, oh, he's just a lightweight. He had 3 beers, and he passed out in some snapper. That's a good story,
Wow. I miss those days. You could.
Oh,
I
he-
don't,
oh,
see,
he
I think
could
even
hang glide on a Dorito.
I think even when I started drinking, I could always drink more than 3, which is kind of unfortunate. It's like I was.
Honestly, I don't think there was ever a time where I got drunk off of 3 beers in my entire life. I mean, even right out of the womb.
Excuse me, my bad. People will like
behind
that. I burp in gnarly burps, so if you're in burps, I'm your man. I'll tell you that right now. And
You're a
if you
little
want,
gassy.
I'm a gassy whore.
Maybe.
I don't fart much, which is crazy. I don't know what's going on there. I fart a lot in my sleep and when I take a shit, but not during the day, which is wild. I don't know why. Again, out of the bottle. We got to get this guy a cup.
I can't. I drink too much out of the cup. I become fucking
You just got
hammered.
to pour it in the cup and then sip it.
No, I can't.
You're like a fucking degenerate. You can't
I
do
pour
that.
it in the cup, and all of a sudden
Get
I'm
a small
drunk as
glass,
shit.
you fuck. You don't have a small glass?
I do. I have several of them.
Well,
and
get
what
a small
happens is I
glass.
drink the fucking whole thing out of the fucking cup.
Oh, you're
it goes
crazy,
down
bro.
too
You
easy.
can't do that every time.
Out of the bottle, it's tough to carry. I'm old, so I only get a small sip before fucking arms go limp. I'm like a T-Rex.
Maybe a shot glass then.
No, I tried that too. You can't keep filling it up. It makes a mess.
Well, don't be a fucking slob.
Bro, you can't help but be a slob. It's not it doesn't have the good pour
Lord.
spout.
See, this is why we're the dirty three.
And
'Cause
this
you
is
got
why
guys
we're
like
the
him.
dirty three. We get down and dirty on the fucking...
He's a dirty fucking skank, this guy over here.
You know, I don't know where that bottle's fucking top's been. Could have been up a fucking cow's ass, but I'm still drinking out of it.
Hey, that's what he's into. Cow ass.
But it's funny, I'm sophisticated and I drink Stella.
That's what they
Go
say.
fuck
The
yourself.
sophisticated people drink Stella.
I keep looking at this fucking screen. I'm hoping it comes off better on the camera than it does. Because I see myself looking, and I don't know if I'm coming off right.
Why? You're all stiff.
Well, because
I'm just
the
kidding.
idea
He's all
is,
stiff.
and I
I'm
think
stiff in
everyone,
my pants.
when I watch all these podcasts, they all struggle with where they're supposed to look. And that's why I think all of them do
I'm like
these-
staring off into space, so I'm staring behind the camera kind of
Yeah.
a little bit. And I'm looking at us, and I'm looking at the jersey, and I'm looking back there. And
That's why they
I'm
do
looking
the
at you,
single
I'm looking at
camera
me.
on each guest.
Well, a lot of people don't watch. I mean, all right, those productions are those shows that you've been watching. Most of those guys don't really see themselves because they don't have like the live chat
No,
there.
they don't
So
have
there's
it.
no reason to keep that camera there in that chat. So other people that do live shows all the time, they have the chat there, so they want to see like. Because some people, bro, if we do live shows, people will send us like money to ask us shit. Like, especially when we get like a lot of people in the chat, and the chat starts going moving.
That's why I was thinking about it today, bro.
If we get there, which we
I'm
might
looking
never
at
get
our
there.
thing, and all it says is no content. I mean, the more people look at that and say no content, every time someone comes on, oh, I'm not going to look at that. There's no content.
We just gotta stop
We
posting that
gotta
way.
put some shit up there.
We got it, and we can get into people's algorithms, which would be big.
I like, for instance, I may edit this fucking out and fucking put it up. I might not even edit it and put it up.
Dude, you have all the passwords to everything, so it is what it is. Like, if you do it, I don't care.
Well, I think
You have literally all the passwords to all the accounts that we have. So there's
some of the stuff that we put up wasn't good. The content wasn't good enough or whatnot, and it was just your mic was really low. But I know tonight your mic's not low. We're running off to you. This is another thing for Riverside. I can see the meter.
my mic's not low, yo ho.
Yeah, now you went into the yellow right there, and that's what we look at.
You mothers.
You know, because
Happy Memorial Day weekend, by the way. Woo! Thank
for
you,
all my
soldiers.
boys that served in the Marines with me,
I love you.
congratulations. Love you guys. And for those
Shout
that
out.
didn't make it home, I love you
2025
even more.
Memorial Day weekend, you whore.
Yep. I want to give a big shout out to all my boys in the Marines. I mean, Sights down in Florida, Dilts out in St. Louis Beach. My boy fucking, my Indian brother. What's his name? Oh my God, Bear Runner, that motherfucker. I love that kid. Oh
What,
man,
is he
that
like
kid
Native
was-
American or was he like an Indian?
Oh,
guy?
he was in American Indian.
Run with
like
Bear.
his brother and him. They owned land. Their family got paid by the government when they stole the land.
so he's like a Native American.
South Dakota and North Dakota.
that guy got the casino
I
up
think
there?
he was Blackfoot Indian and
Oh,
Blackfeet.
he's good,
I
bro.
think they're two different things.
He got black feet.
No,
Both feet are black?
For some reason, they got two different Indian signs. One's
Shit.
with the foot, one's with the feet.
Both
And I think
feet.
he was Blackfoot.
Not just the one foot.
No,
Both feet.
but he his family they were the ones where they got their land stolen and they got reparations and this and that. And he's an
I'll let you know.
excellent kid, and we used to drink a lot when we were over there, and then we had a good time. He was a wrestler. He'd tie me in a knots. He could beat the shit out of me. He was a funny kid, strong as a fucking mule. And
Yeah.
I'll never forget, we went to a bar. Right? We're in Okinawa, Japan, and I'm there with my buddy Beer Runner. So we go into this. It's like we're in Okinawa, and they have it's like a country bar, like country music bar.
Like Japanese
Yeah.
country
Oh
music?
yeah,
or
no,
was
no,
it
it's
in-
American country music.
Oh, they love American culture.
and it's
up there.
American soldiers who are in the bar. They're all Marines.
Oh, okay, so
you
it's-
don't have any real.
All right.
The bar was set up outside the base
Mm-hmm.
to attract the soldiers. It's not for the Okinawan locals,
I
but
could
they
rem-
do go in. But
A very high profile Japanese guy. Like,
so I go into this country
like
bar
Tim McGraw.
and with my buddy, Beer Runner, and a couple other guys. So we go in there, we get a beer, we're sitting against the wall, And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, damn, this is like a cowboy bar. There's a lot of cowboys here. They're wearing the hats and everything. These are Marines from cowboy country. They're cowboys.
Yeah.
So I'm in there with the Indian, my buddy Bear Runner,
Excuse
and
me.
three
He was
fucking
late.
cowboys come
Late.
up to us. And I didn't think this was a thing. And they come up to you and they said, his kind's not allowed in here. And I said, who? My friend Bear Runner, who's a fellow Marine? I said, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, this is a cowboy bar. We don't want no fucking Indians in this bar. And I was like, the fuck are you talking about? It's fucking, I was 22 at the
Jesus.
time, so it was 1990 something. I'm like, really? We're going to fucking play cowboys and Indians in here? Yeah, and I swear to God.
That's
And they
what-
got all fucking mad. And they
that's
go,
when
who the
guy
fuck are you?
su-
And he goes, what, you're from New York? You think you're bad? I said, motherfucker, I'm from Boston. I'll tear your fucking head off. We got in a fucking brawl. We got thrown out of the bar.
I get mistaken like I'm from out there too sometimes.
Yeah, they say it all the time because they don't understand because I say water. In New York, it's water.
Right,
Tomato,
our
tomato.
accents are similar,
Because they go
I guess.
water, fork. It's different.
Uh,
But the thing of the story was,
If
we
you're
were getting
from-
kicked out of this bar because my buddy was Indian. American Indian.
Poor
We're getting
guy.
a fight, right? We're going down the stairs. We're fighting. We get out in the fucking out in the street, and we don't want your kind here. They're yelling. I'm like, holy fuck, what is this? Did I just go back like 80 years? You don't want your kind. I go, you got to scalp him?
Did he pull out his fucking 38 special, dude?
And then one kid come up and goes,
Come here.
and I don't like fucking you either. And I
Come
fucking
here,
went like
Chief.
this. I went, bang, popped him, dropped him. And I said, we'll go in that bar any fucking time. And my buddy's like, let's go. And I'm like, I'm leaving. But I didn't think that Cowboys versus Indians thing was a real thing. Especially this is in the 1990s.
No, that's pretty crazy.
You know, this ain't fucking this ain't 1940, 1950, you know.
I mean, that was like the 90s in a nutshell, though. I mean, in the 90s, the racist shit was still like there a little bit.
And you know what's funny? I had two friends of mine that were black with me and two other friends that were white. I had one friend that was Indian. They didn't get offended about the black guys, the Cowboys. They got offended about the fucking Indian guy.
Well, because they didn't want fucking.
I was like, you guys are the wrong races.
I don't want to make any crazy jokes.
I don't want to
in it.
make any crazy things either, but I'm just saying.
It's only our first episode. Believe me, I'll let some crazy shit out eventually, and it's all haha
But-
hee hees.
I didn't realize that was such a thing. You know, I come from Boston. I come from New England. We don't have a lot of that. We don't have any cowboys, that's for certain. I can tell you that.
I've met some cowboys for sure.
Yeah, they came from someplace else.
They did.
No, that's
They
all
were
it
up
is.
here for the Army Navy game. I met a shitload of them in Josie's surprisingly bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when that no, you weren't going up there at the time. This wasn't even that long ago, bro. When they did the Army Navy game in Gillette, a couple years ago, like 5 years ago, 4 years ago,
They do well,
after COVID for sure. But
and they did it at Gillette, the Army Navy.
bro, look it up.
I just my phone's not even there.
Anyway, yeah, they did the shit at Gillette a few years ago, and I met these two guys, bro. And
Now-
the crazy thing is, one of the dudes was Asian, so the fucking dude had a cowboy hat on, and it blew my mind.
Well, yeah, because
Because first of all, I forgot that the Army Navy game was here, and then I was drunk. Shocking.
I mean,
I'm
I can't
just
even
kidding.
believe
I
you
don't
said
have an
that.
issue.
You
I'm
were
just
drunk?
No, but listen. So I had some drinks in me,
I'm still in shock.
and I got to the bar because the lady Marie knows Crystal from like when she was a kid. She was bartending there. Blah blah blah. So she's like, "Come up, the bar's busy, you know, whatever. There's a lot of people here." So she's like, "Oh, you want to go up there?" I was like, "Not really, but whatever." So then the fucking Asian guy with the cowboy hat on, and then it blew my fucking mind. And I just immediately had to go talk to the guy, and then all of a sudden some big ass big white motherfucker comes out of the
those
cut.
are corn-fed motherfuckers from out there.
Texas. They're all
Yeah,
Texas
yeah,
dudes,
yeah.
bro.
Big-ass
They were
corn-
two Marines,
yeah.
both guys from Texas. Bro, the Asian guy was built like a brick shithouse, dude. Just fucking yoked, dude. Yeah. Not like Jack, but just fucking stocky, dude. And bulky, big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he was like fucking 5. He's shorter than me, but he was like 5'8", and
But he was thick.
bro. He would have knocked me out in one punch for sure, bro.
You
If
could
he
look,
hit me.
you can see that.
For sure, and he didn't fuck around, because as soon as I came and talked to him about his cowboy shit, he immediately checked me. He's like, "Don't fucking play with me like that." I was like, "Oh shit!"
But you weren't
But
trying
then,
to
no,
fuck
no,
with
no,
him.
hell
You
no.
just-
And then
you
I,
just-
after all that shit, it's funny enough. We ended up being cool with the guy. I bought them around. They bought me around. But whatever, it was nothing like that. There was no fucking fist fight in the fucking Chinese guy with the hat on.
There's some of the most
But it was
respectful
just
people.
listen. We're from Boston. when there's a cowboy hat on in a bar and you're Asian, I'm sorry, I have questions for you. I have to fucking get some answers. I need
If you
something.
got a cowboy hat on and you're not a hot girl going, woo, we got questions for you.
I mean, even like his boy that he came out of that bathroom, bro, that motherfucker was like 6'5", 6'6", dude.
I'll tell you, when I
That
go,
dude was just huge, bro. But he came out and he fucked with me because he's just like, oh, this guy's funny.
I'll tell you, I go out to Vegas a lot, and
And they had that crazy accent. Even the Asian guy, bro, he had like a crazy Texas accent on
well,
him.
of course, that's
I was
where we
like,
grew up.
I know, but it threw me for a loop because, first of all, no Asian people go into Josie's.
Well, the thing
and then
is,
there's an
you
Asian
expect them
man.
to go, "Hey, how
no,
are you?"
no. That's not. I was expecting them to
I'm
like
sorry.
almost have like a normal voice. You don't say
That's what
that.
you're expecting.
I wasn't expecting that. With the cowboy hat on, I thought I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
But he was mad solid.
But I can tell you this
and
much.
I knew he didn't fuck around. But I was like,
Some
bro,
of the nicest people I've ever been around.
I was like, where are you from, man? I was like, what's up with this shit? No,
Because they're raised
They're
a
cool
certain
as
way.
shit, man.
When I'm in Vegas, right, they get rowdy, they drink, but everything's like yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Yes,
that's how they were.
That's how they are. Yes, sir. No, sir.
And even-
They're very, very.
No, I was cool.
I don't know what the word is, but they're just. I've never had a problem with them. Even that they're sitting there getting tanked, and they come over. What's up, brother? And, they talk to you, and you're just sitting there drinking. They're riding the bull and shit. I'm like, you guys are crazy. And I've always had a good time. I used to love going out to Vegas in December because that's when they used to have the rodeo.
I would
out there.
show us some
the World Championship Rodeo.
cowboy mother. Oh yeah, I guess I've because
Or National Championship, I don't know.
I've worked at. I wouldn't call them cowboys then, but I've met some cowboys outside of that too. I guess.
They used to have a cowboy bar at the Palace, and they used to have a mechanical bull there too. And there used to be a cowboy bar at the Palace.
The
in
club?
Saugus. Yeah.
Was it a gay fucking night or some shit?
Well, I don't know. It might have been Rhinestone
Cowboy night, bro. And there's a bunch
No, it
of
wasn't cowboy night. It was a fucking cowboy club.
in the palace.
Because in the 80s, that kind of shit, the cowboy shit and the country music started to hit up north, and you got a lot of, they called them urban cowboys. There was actually a movie about
It's
it.
crazy that there's a lot of those people up here.
Yeah.
You know what's wild, bro? I think that's how fucked up music is, that country music got so big, it engulfed into this northeast.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it if you're in Vermont and you like to listen to fucking...
I'm not a big fan of country music. I don't like it.
I like the old shit where these guys are like
I like
singing.
the Shania Twain shit.
No, you see,
Because I ruin it.
you just are fucking...
Not into cowboys.
I'm not being offensive, but he's a mega homo when it comes to
I don't
music.
like country.
Nickelback.
I love fucking Nickelback.
I don't even want to
Don't
do...
fucking disparage Nickelback.
I don't even want to do the show
I
with
also
you
like
when
Led
you talk about
Zeppelin. I
Nickelback.
also like Jimmy
Yeah, but Led
fucking-
Zeppelin's good. What do you mean? You're talking about... You compare...
I'm just saying-
Hold on. And I'm not even a big Led
I'm not
Zeppelin.
comparing Nickelback to Led Zeppelin. I'm
All
just
right,
saying
all right.
I'm eclectic in my
I was
choices.
going to have to take all three of those Stellas and fucking bottle you with
All
them.
I'm saying is my music is diverse.
And I'm
I
not
listen
even-
to everything except
I'm not a
for
big
country.
Led... Bro, I'm telling you, though. You ever listen to Conway Twitty?
No, I hate him. Unless he's on The Family Guy.
Bro, I'm telling you. He's got one song that's such a badass
The
song.
only time I've listened to Conway Twitty
All right, I'll
is
say
when
this.
The Family Guy.
Listen, they do that gag, right? And then they only usually play like one verse, or they'll play like 30 seconds. That one song that he has, they played the whole
That
entire
sucks.
song. No, it doesn't,
That
bro.
fucking
It's
sucks.
all about a fucking
Kid.
gold digger.
That song blows more dicks than a hooker in Boston. I'm just telling you.
I don't. Well, there's probably hookers. Oh, there's
I don't
plenty of
know if there's
hookers.
that many hookers in Boston anymore, either.
And they're probably out there on Mass Ave and shit.
They're
I
all
bet.
on OnlyFans making money.
OnlyFans are there doing escorts, shit.
I tried
or-
OnlyFans. It came out to be OnlyFan.
I don't know what that means.
I only had one fan.
Well,
Everybody else had multiple.
it
Hence
wasn't me.
OnlyFans.
It wasn't me.
You swear? I thought it was.
It was the the dude
I
Paul.
swear
That
to God, I thought you were the only one that subscribed.
it was the dude Paul that used to hang out in Josie's.
So you're telling me you're not my only fan?
Nah,
Oh,
I'm sorry, man.
I'm gonna have to rethink this relationship.
I can't do it. Well, for the what?
I would have did it for you. Yeah, that doesn't sound any better. And we're not into all that stuff either.
On that note,
We just some guys that talk some shit.
on
sit
this
around.
episode of Was
This is-
That Gay?
Look, I just want to tell you guys honestly. This is Saturday night for us.
Saturday Night Fever.
This is what this is. We're sitting here talking to you, letting you have a little insight into the stupidness that
We're
is
talking
us.
to you to Chuck.
We must be getting close to the end here. We got an hour and 11. We got a lot out of that battery.
That's not bad, right?
Because I know it would. I wonder if it has the battery on there. Is that something? The
Probably
battery's battery.
Well, where's the light on the fucking thing?
Well, there's no light because it's plugged into the computer. If you look at that screen up
And
there,
then this is plugged into something, right?
Yeah,
The
everything's
power-
plugged
Oh, so
in.
that would probably run the whole time, dude.
no, well, maybe it will. I mean, maybe it will. I don't know. But we're putting down some fucking material.
We're laying down the
We've
fucking
got this
heat
crooked ass
for
T-shirt
you
behind us.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people.
And
Okay?
let me just put a shout out
You
there
understand
to
me?
my beautiful girlfriend who made all this possible. I'm not going to say her name. That'd be terrible.
Don't out her and don't out yourself. Name. I hope that doesn't show up.
No, it doesn't. None of that shows
Okay.
up. Oh, what I wanted to show up was the TD3 in the corner. I put that in there for our trademark. And by the way, I've talked to a lawyer about our trademark.
How'd you do that?
I did it online. Now he's harassing me. He's texting me every two. You want that trademark guy? I'm like, easy, buddy. I get there. I don't think it's necessary at this point, but it might be.
I feel like the name's so good, bro. We have to get on it.
It's $45 to do it.
And that's nothing, dude.
No, it's nothing.
The
But I can't
listen,
do it without you
don't
guys.
get fucking scammed like an idiot, first of all. Don't do that. Don't get scammed. Don't sign. Obviously, you have familiar. But obviously, we should all sit and meet the guy. If
We just got to go to a lawyer and then take care of it. But there's
you don't have a lawyer through the fucking your
no. You
job
have
and
to
shit?
have a trademark lawyer.
Oh yeah, it's specific. You're right.
It has
And
to
they
be
don't even
specific.
do trademark shit out here. That's all like carried through Chicago, right, or whatever.
No, they do it around here. They do it online, and it's
I forget who told me that. I remember
But-
someone telling me that shit.
it's also there's brand and trademark. They're different as well.
Yeah.
So we have to look at
Well,
it.
we are a brand, bro. Eventually,
Yeah.
we'll have
We
shirts.
want
We'll
the
have
brand
shit.
We want the brand.
Yeah,
to
because
be,
we don't want to lose. First of all, the logo alone is
the logo alone. We don't want to lose.
we can't lose that. And just because I feel like TD3 is so closely related to other shit, we have to get on it before
Yeah,
like,
like Sally goes, don't
we
you
really
think
got
that's
fucked.
reminiscent of TD Garden? I said it is deliberately
no,
TD3.
I didn't think
For
that.
people around here, it's going to look like that
Well,
because it's TD Garden.
you know the rapper guy Kendrick Lamar. You've heard of him, right? He's signed to a record label called TDE.
No. And if the Garden wanted to say TDG, they probably could.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, it's all so closely related to a lot of things. It's like the faster we do get it, maybe, the faster we're more safe, and we don't have to deal with some asshole sending us
No,
a
and the thing
fucking
is, we
a
gotta-
likeliness lawsuit. Because we got to, bro, we got to
This is our brand. We're going to put it on everything we do.
we
Because
got to take in a factor, dude, a lot of shit. A lot of shit.
I tell you what, we've got some things going here. We look really we look like things are going in the right direction. I love that TD3 in the fucking and
Direction.
it needs to keep that in the upload because that's the brand that I want people to see.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to make it bigger, and I think I can, but I don't want to make it the whole.
Well,
that's
it'll-
why I put it in the upper right hand corner.
Yeah.
And when I edit, I put subtitles on the bottom, the
Well,
closed caption.
we have to have that.
You have to have that. And I'll show you. We can pick the font, the whole fucking nine. But see, this
And
is what I
even
love
when we
about this.
when we do it eventually, I think with the website and all that shit, we have to have like accessibility
Yeah.
for blind people.
Well, we're gonna also have to have a website. We're gonna have to have the trademark.
I'm
we're
just
gonna have
saying
to have
because
the
we get a
brand.
lawsuit and lose that shit.
There's a
big
lot of
time.
things to do, and I think we should record and talk about the things that we do so that other people that are going to try and do the same thing can learn from, especially
Yeah, we didn't take no course. Some fucking schmucks
we're not
university.
engineers. We don't know what the
No,
fuck
I'm just
we're
kidding.
doing.
Shout out to the dude in his streamer university. Y'all know what that is,
You know.
if you know what that is.
We're flying by the seat of our pants. We're trying to go online and research as much as we can and trying to. I mean, we've been at it a month. We've gotten this far. I think we've kind of progressed pretty quick in my eyes. I thought it was going to take a little longer even to do this.
Yeah, I get you. The setting it up factor and just learning the bullshit. But I mean, we're not two fucking geniuses, but we're not two fucking idiots either.
No, we're not two idiots either, and we're not broke.
I am.
We have a little.
That's why I need
access.
you people to donate. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing it
No, but
for that.
it does take a little bit of money to start this, but you don't you don't have to be wealthy. But it does help. I tell you. I mean, for us, it does not help us. We're not wealthy.
T-shirts coming soon.
But you can start off with some stuff, and you can gradually get there. It's a lot easier. You see these rich people that can put together everything, and they can just start off. They
Yeah,
got
we're
the
not
production
fucking-
team. We are the production team. I'd
We're-
like to
we're
introduce
the
you
show.
to TD3 production team. Here we are. Right
Me
here.
and that guy.
There's two of us. This is the production team. Social media, and I'm doing the editing. This is the production
He's typing
team.
the buttons.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing great on the social media part.
You know,
'Cause
right
once we
now-
have shit to post, I'll put. You know, we fucked up doing too is we got to do when we're together in like that trio. Is we got to take photos of shit. We don't have to sit there and take photos of each other hugging all fucking night, but we just got to take photos of each other and fucking in the moment and like having a good time and just being a little. But that's the thing is we don't have a cameraman.
And we don't have a production team.
We don't have a cameraman, so like even bringing another person, like I would hate to do this from myself, and I love her to death. But like, say if we're at the camp and I had Crystal come with us one time,
I think Crosby might be our / cameraman, but he's so awkward. I don't know if he could do it. I think he could, but I'm not sure.
he's gonna be fucking.
But all he has to do is take some photos.
But I'm just thinking like pictures, just in general of us, like even at the grilling and fucking doing the
No, we
doing
don't
it
have
up.
to do any of that.
Like there's probably like a lot of prolific moments where me and you are just looking at that fucking fire and just fucking watching that sucker cook.
Well, the thing is, these
Excuse me,
cameras
I
here
got-
all have the ability to take those pictures, and they all have like a remote where you can take those pictures. I don't know if you can take them while it's filming,
Yeah. What about infrared?
but Crosby can take them with a. We all got fucking smartphones and this and that, and he can take those pictures.
Oh, it's
I
use.
mean-
He could hold my fucking
I mean,
camera.
we could.
I got a
actually
great
do
camera on my
studio
phone.
Selfies.
I have a great camera on my phone. That's why. And
Yeah,
I'm sure
so
your
do
camera's
I.
really good too.
I mean, we can take. Where are you?
Yeah, we could even post that on the fucking on a story. Take a small video.
Yeah, or more. Yeah, and that's the stuff we can post too. You know.
Look, when we do it, right? So on Instagram, and I'm sure you've seen them on like Facebook. So you know on Facebook how these people have these little stories up here.
Yeah.
So
Those are the thumbnails, which I'm going to start doing.
right, but on Instagram, these are really big on
Oh, wow.
for some reason. So
Why?
I'll switch. I don't fucking know, dude. So look, because you can
Now we got to count.
say this. It's more for like exclusivity shit. So like, say if I post something, it'll only live there for 24 hours, and that's it. It will be gone.
And the clips I'm making, they're only like 45 seconds.
Oh shit, dude! Look at that. I don't know how true that is, but look at that shit.
What is that?
It's a movie theater. The roof collapsed. Oh, the person was watching Final Destination.
That's how it goes, bro. Karma's
Are
a
you
bitch.
serious?
Shouldn't have watched that movie.
All right, so I'll flip to our account, right? The company account. It's all Jason. See, I gotta start following other shit.
All right. We got like an hour and 19 minutes here. Do you want to take a break here and recharge the battery in the camera?
Yeah, let's do
and
that.
start again. And we'll use this as one set, and then we'll do it again as another set. I don't know if they'll allow us to.
Well, no, we could just do episode 2. Who cares? We could shoot 2
Yeah.
in one night. Who gives a
Well,
fuck?
because we got to. That's the thing too. When you're doing this on the Riverside, they give you so many hours of studio time.
Hold on. I'm gonna do one video, right?
All right, go ahead.
What's up, you filthy people? It's the Dirty Three. What's the deal?
Yo, I'm in the house.
We out here
I'm
doing
in the
it up.
house.
Wow,
Yo,
we're on, bitch.
Stay tuned. Like, subscribe. Give us a like. And that's the thing we got to do. That's all our own.
I'll keep that
We
there
have to
for
do
now.
our own social media.
I have to run it for now
We
until I
are-
can get someone else to do it.
You know, we are the production team.
I'm actually sweaty out that.
And-
Gave me anxiety.
I'm going to put stop on this for now. We're going to go smoke, and we're going to talk about what we just put
We're
forward.
gonna go smoke a couple of cigarettes because he
Yeah.
loves cigarettes.
I smoke cigarettes when I drink. I quit long ago.
I
and
like
every
to-
now and then I smoke a cigarette.
He's a sick fucking
Especially when I
guy.
drink, you know.
He's a sick guy.
But you know what it
He's
is?
okay. We're trying to wean him off the cigarettes.
I've got a mouth phallus thing. I like things in my mouth. Cigarettes, dick. We're going to end it on that note.
And on that note, that was maybe episode 1.